Hey guys, welcome to my best of 2021 TikTok compilation. These are videos that either I liked or I enjoyed making, or videos that, had the most views on my profile. So enjoy. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find all these videos and so much more on TikTok, and also follow the Instagram. Enjoy. This is me going to pick up my groceries with the sled. Today it's super slippery. As I've said before, all our groceries have to be flown in, bought and flown in from Anchorage, so I'm going to our air taxi, Lake Air, to go pick them up. It's also 19 degrees outside, and I wish I would have worn at least a hat and gloves, but it's not that far from home, so whatever. Grab frozen stuff. And that's it. Now just flip and slide back home and unpack everything.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
Come shopping at Costco with us. We are getting ready for the 2021 season here at the Farm Lodge, which means we're buying a lot of things from Costco. This whole shopping is a family ordeal. I just got to Anchorage, so I was able to help with the 12th and 13th trip to Costco. And we only made it through 1.5 aisles until our carts were full and we had to check out. Mom had a list of everything that we needed to buy, and Dad, Jordan, and I would go retrieve everything. It actually kind of feels like a game and was really fun to do with the family. After we made it through checkout, my cousin Pasha came with the company truck, and we filled the back of it with everything that we got. Pasha will take it back to Lake Air, where it will be stored until it hops on an airplane to Port Alsworth, and then we headed back inside to do some more shopping. Can't believe that the season's gonna be starting up so soon. Last week, I took you guys shopping with us at Costco for our 2021 season at the Farm Lodge. We're back in Port Alsworth, and all the freight is starting to come out from Anchorage. And it's just a little too much to fit into the sled, so this is how we get it. Yesterday afternoon, we got a whole plane load of our freight, and it took 3 4-wheelers with trailers and a mini truck with a trailer attached to it too. The road up to the lodge has just been cleared of snow, so we're finally able to put stuff up there. Hopefully all this snow melts before the guests come next month. Yesterday I got to go to the coast with my dad, and we found these bear tracks on the shoreline. Look how big it is compared to my hand. We found tracks even bigger than this one. Those bear tracks looked a little old, but these wolf tracks looked pretty fresh. You can kind of see the other bear prints in there too. How big do you think these bears are? Because we live off the road system where there are no stores, this is how we get everything into Port Alsworth. We got some groceries for the lodge tonight, so we helped unload the plane when it got here. This is how we get everything from mail to groceries. Yesterday, my family dropped off their 4-wheeler, my apartment, because somebody saw a mama bear, 3 cubs, not like literally right over there, and then someone else who lives just down the road that way saw a mama bear with a cub. So now I'm driving the 4-wheeler to work, and it's literally not that far. Let me show you. People have asked how we get cars and heavy machinery here in Port Alsworth, and this is how. This huge barge pulled into the bay this evening. It had a dump truck on it, some cars, and other heavy machinery. As you can see, it goes really slow. This is all on ×3 speed. It pulled up right in front of the Cranberry Cache, where they offloaded everything. This barge came from Iliamna, which is located on Lake Iliamna, and to be honest, I don't know how long of a ride it is, but I bet it takes a long time. This was pretty cool to see.
Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
Can you still hear it?
Nope, just you!
Good! Now hang on!
Let's go pick up more groceries for the farm lodge. I don't always get to go meet the plane when it lands with the freight, but today I got lucky. I was told that the belly pod was full of our farm freight, so we went ahead and opened it up and started pulling out all our groceries. All our freight comes in whenever there's room, so it comes out in different batches. And the way that we know it's for us at the farm lodge is it has a green sticker that says farm on it. We loaded everything up onto the trailer connected to a four-wheeler and then took it to the lodge. And it's honestly less than a minute drive from Lake Larkare to the farm lodge. The amount of groceries that come in at a given time varies. Today, it was just one trailer load. Some days it can be 3 to 4 trailer loads. Honestly, depends on how much groceries we end up getting to. And we made it to the lodge, and now it's time to go put it all away. We send a shopping list twice a week, and the amount on it varies, but we get everything from Costco. And this is the list of our second order of the week. Okay, so I'm only ever in the city probably like every couple of months, so every 3 months, but not all the time do I have the chance to go shopping. So I do a lot of stuff through online delivery. They'll deliver it straight to the air taxi and then it gets shipped to me. But whenever I am in the city, which is now, might as well just do some shopping. And then from being in the middle of nowhere, everyone also calls you or texts you and asks them to pick stuff up. For example, my brother called last night and is going on a moose hunt and asked me to pick up some stuff for him before he goes. So I thought I was done, and I wasn't, because I had to go pick up stuff for his moose hunt. Which then reminded me I'm going on a moose hunt later this month. I should pick up some stuff too. So for non-perishable stuff, I get it through Costco, and I try to get stuff that'll last me about 6 months. But for fresh stuff, kind of got to do it every 2 weeks. But right now I'm just picking up last minute things, which means donuts for our staff in Port Alsworth.
私はあなたと心中するために今日まで生きてきたのです。きっとそうです。だぜ。ああ。
Here you go. You're welcome. It's potato harvest season for us at the farm lodge. We have spent 3 days harvesting potatoes from the original Alsworth family homestead's potato garden. And my goodness, this year it's been cold. Our staff and family have been braving the cold. Don't let that sunshine fool you. In fact, on our very last day of picking potatoes, it was snowing. The first snowfall of the year. Overall crates this year, we probably only got 50 crates of potatoes, which is not a lot. And they were pretty small. Just from the big field alone last year, we got 116 crates plus 25 donate crates. And we got only a fraction of that this year. These potatoes not only feed our family, but we also use them here at the farm lodge. And after 3 days in the cold, harvest is over, and we're ready for the year.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know? How would they know? How would they know?
Let's go pick up some groceries at Lake Larkare. For those of you who are new around here, there are no stores in Port Alsworth, so all our food has to be flown in. My dad was just in town, so he went to Costco and picked me up a couple of things. Lake Larkare services a lot of different villages around Alaska. For tagging people's groceries, each village has a different colored tag, and they put the person's name on it. So for Port Alsworth, the color is blue, and they just put my name on it, and I'm the only Salina here, so it's pretty easy to figure out if it's mine. So there we go, loaded up the four-wheeler and drove it 10 seconds to home. And Beasley loves it when I get freight because she likes to sit on it while I put it all away. For those of you who are new around here, hi, my name is Salina, and I live in a small Alaskan village that shares my last name. And here's why. In the 1940s, my great-grandparents homesteaded here on an agricultural homestead. My great-grandfather, known as Babe, came to Alaska from Minnesota to pursue aviation. And that's how he met my great-grandmother Mary, a cute little Alaskan native girl from the village of Pilot Point. Babe was flying for commercial fishing canneries, and her family owned the general store and did a lot of stuff in Pilot Point. So that's how they met. And they got married and started their little homestead right here on Lake Clark, which is directly in the middle between Anchorage and King Salmon. And since then, it's grown into a village of about 200 people year-round. But how Port Alsworth got its name? Well, there was a dentist that was here, and he needed a mailing address. So he called this place Port Alsworth, and it stuck. And that's how Port Alsworth got its name. What else do you guys want to know? I was driving home on my four-wheeler today when someone stopped me and said I had groceries that came in, so I looked to find what was mine. So how I did that is I looked for the blue tags that say Port Alsworth, and then made sure they said my name. And of course, I had to get pumpkins because 'tis the season. So I specifically made this order because my friends and I are doing an international dinner night this weekend, and I realized I didn't have any of the things I needed for it, and that's why I made an order. And then added some fresh fruit and some other frozen fun food, just, because. The outside of the apartment looks so festive now thanks to these pumpkins. Also, I bought this freezer in the spring, and it is the most adult purchase I've ever made. Okay, this is very accurate. Let me show you.
Zoom, zoom, zoom in. Almost there.
That's it. That's home. Favorite brands for cold weather gear? I got you. Let's go through my winter stuff. For boots, I wear a muck boot. These are actually a women's size 9. I wear a 7. The reason why I get them larger is because in the wintertime, I wear about 2 to 3 pairs of socks when I go outside. So these help. And they're also waterproof. And they're really nice. I've had them for years and they're perfect for out here. For snow pants, I have these Arctics. Also get them in a size larger than what I am because layers. Layers are your best friend. For a coat, I have Carhartt. This one's like specifically for women and has like a Sherpa lined, I think that's what it's called. I got it last year and I literally wore it from August to April. And it kept me warm in the fall weather and it kept me warm during the winter too. And that's also because, layers are your best friend. I love this coat. It's so nice. And then Carhartt for the rest of it too. Gloves and hat. Always wear my Carhartt hat. Just a big fan of Carhartt in general. Really good stuff for how cold it is out here. But just remember, layers are your best friend.
And there you go, and Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime.
Tell me you're obsessed with Target without telling me you're obsessed with Target. I'll go first. Yeah, all Target. Yeah, I have a problem. My coworker and I were on our way to pick up the mail today when we saw the big fuel plane parked right in front of the post office, which so happens to be right next to where the town generators are. So everyone asking how we get fuel out here? That's how. Which will be a video for another time, but let's talk about the mail. One of the really unique things about living out here is that there are no official addresses. A lot of people just use general delivery, but we also have the freedom to create our own addresses. And that's why I created one specifically for fan mail. Someone asked me if we get Amazon 2-day shipping. Now here in the village and in Alaska, no, we don't. And like I said, I always add about a week or 2 to the delivery time, especially when it's around the holiday season. It also says it's -5 out today, but with the wind chill, it feels like -23. Yeah, no thank you. Now that we're back at the air taxi, we'll drop the paper mail off in the office to be sorted, and put the boxes away on the shelves. Surprise, surprise, I got a box from Target. It's always a good day when it's a mail day. Yes, I guess you can say our kids ride on private jets to their sports games. I was working tonight at the air taxi when the high schoolers were coming back after winning the regional tournament for mixed 6 volleyball. They traveled all the way down to the village of Perryville, which is 345 miles away from us, about a 2.5-hour plane ride. And yes, the planes they flew in to get there are a little bit bigger than the ones linked in this comment. Kids came back in the Beach 99 and in the King Air. The last plane landed at about 4:30 p.m., which was right at sunset. The total amount of travelers from our school were 14 athletes, the coach, and the female chaperone. This team is extra special to me too because the majority of them are my cousins and my dad's the coach. As you can see, the kids are all coming off the plane wearing layers of snow gear. Traveling requirement for our school district is that all the kids have to wear full winter gear. Because today was -15 degrees, sometimes these planes can get cold. Yeah, so this is a prime example of that. Craving Panda Express came in via airplane last night, and now it's my lunch today. So happy. Thanks, Marissa. This morning I traveled back home with the high school volleyball kids, and you guessed it, we came home by airplane. Myself plus half the team flew home in the King Air with my uppa. It was about a 45-minute flight, and it was pretty turbulent. My uppa is an Alaskan aviation legend, logging over 30,000 hours as of 2010. As I was waiting for the next plane to come with my bags, took some mail that I got while I was gone home, pet my cat, and headed back to Lake Clark Air. I grabbed the 2 Target bags that came in with me on my flight, and here's the second plane with the rest of the volleyball kids, plus some of their parents. Someone in the last video asked if some of the parents come and watch the kids' game when they were at the state competition, and the answer is yes. A lot of these parents did. Once I found my duffel bag, it was time to head home. It's nearly 33 degrees here in Port Alsworth today, which it was negative 10 when we left last week. Now it's time to unpack and take a nap. Hi, my name is Salina. I live in a small Alaskan village that shares my last name, and today we're gonna take my sister Jordan her lunch at school. Always stop and look both ways before you cross the runway. That's the barrier between the runway and the road. Parking lot's a little empty today. How are you? Good. This is Jordan's lunch. Thank you. Have a good day. It just died. Nice. Now it's time to head home. For those of you who don't know, there was an earthquake here, and the epicenter was actually 35 miles away from the village of Port Alsworth. Here are the stats from that earthquake. Thank you to those who have reached out with concern, whether on here on TikTok, Instagram. We are okay. I personally was out walking and did not feel a single thing. My family didn't feel it in their house. My grandma felt it at her house. And I know there was a couple people in town who also felt it. And someone even's Christmas tree almost fell over. But everyone and all the buildings here were all okay. Thank you for looking out for me and the people here. We really appreciate it. Good job. What?
It's for my video. I'm just smiling at you because it's part of the aesthetic. I wonder why I haven't seen her.
Season that we are celebrating for the Jesus Christ our Lord.
This is like
Ready? Let me take a video. I can move. Right on.
And every time it rains, and it's from heaven.
Shooby-dooby,
Don't you know each cloud contains banners from heaven?
shooby-dooby.
You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down, and trade them for a package of sunshine and ravioli.
Macaroni,
If you want the things you love, you must have a pizza-oli, baby. And when you hear thunder, don't run under a tree. They'll be pennies from heaven. And every time it rains, pennies from heaven.
shooby-dooby,
Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven?
Shooby-dooby.
You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is up, upside down, and trading for a package of sunshine and ravioli.
Macaroni.
If you want the things you love, you must have a pizza-oli, baby. And when you hear thunder, don't run under a tree.